Now on CoastTV News.
A vigil for those no longer with us, remembering those killed by gun violence.
Rehoboth's Refuge. The opening of Rehoboth's first women's shelter marks a significant step in addressing homelessness. How this new facility is set to change lives.
Navigating White Creek. The dredging timeline is finally set. How these crucial efforts will benefit the environment and enhance waterway navigation.
This is CoastTV News at 6.
Good evening, I'm Mallory Metzner. Madeline Overturf is on assignment.
And I'm Charlie Sakaitis. Welcome to our News at 6. We begin tonight with people coming together to remember and grieve those killed by gun violence.
A memorial is happening right now off of Coastal Highway. Live in Rehoboth Beach is CoastTV News reporter Charles Reinert. Charles, it's a very important cause there.
Mallory, this vigil is just starting to wrap up right now. We're at Epworth United Church right off of Route 1 here in Rehoboth Beach. And people who came out here tonight just recently lit their candles and are being there for one another as they remember those who were killed by gun violence, not only here in Sussex County, but around the United States of America. And while people tonight say that this is a somber event, there is a message of hope, hoping that the violence here in the United States due to handguns can someday come to an end. We'll have more on this event tonight on CoastTV News at 11. I'm Charles Reiner, live in Rehoboth Beach, CoastTV News.
Thank you, Charles. And tomorrow marks 11 years since the mass shooting in Newtown, Connecticut. After murdering his mother, Adam Lanza, who was at the time 20 years old, shot and killed 20 Sandy Hook Elementary School students and 6 teachers. It was one of the deadliest school shootings in U.S. history.
Nationwide, according to the state of Delaware, also as of April 4th, 74 people have been killed or hurt by guns in schools in 13 separate school shootings. The state says school shootings hit a record high in 2022 with 46 shootings, surpassing 2021's record of 42 shootings. In 2022, over 43,000 children experienced school shootings.
These national statistics are part of what inspired House Bill 201, which was signed into law in August of this year. The bill aims to enable a police officer to act immediately when they see or suspect a person with a gun in a safe school and recreation zone. Under the bill, possession of a gun in a safe school and recreation zone in Delaware where students are present is a felony, which means a person could face up to 5 years in prison if they bring a gun to school.
And this brings us into our CoastTV poll. We want to know what's the most effective way to address gun violence. Let's take a look at the updated results from the last news hour.
Looking at the screen here, it looks like the majority, 56%, voted for mental health support, 26% say stricter laws, 17% think more education, and then 1% voted for community programs.
And that's a big change from what we were seeing earlier this evening. It could change again tonight. If you haven't voted, you still can at WRDE.com or the Coast TV mobile app. We'll show you updated results on Coast TV News at 11.
The first ever women's homeless shelter in Rehoboth Beach is now open for the colder months. This addition to the community comes after much concern for the growing homeless population in the area. As Coast TV News reporter Tori Seagrave shows us, it is a much needed asset for those in need.
Elizabeth August spends most days standing in Rehoboth Beach with a sign, hoping she'll collect enough money to see family for the holidays. August says she struggles with getting back on her feet because of her day-to-day challenges.
Right now, I'm sleeping in a tent on a foam mattress that ain't even really a mattress, with blankets that are freezing because of the rain.
But here at the Lutheran Church of Our Savior, the first women's homeless shelter for Rehoboth Beach is now open.
There's a men's shelter at St. Jude's, and they were looking for a place for a women's shelter. And we kind of stepped up to that.
The closest women's shelter besides this one is in Milford. August says this new shelter will allow her to worry less about getting through the cold winter nights.
It actually helped me to stay warm instead of freeze every night. Just to be able to get somewhere where I can stay in a bed.
Volunteers have gotten to work at the church and gather supplies from Code Purple. But the refuge will provide women with more than just a warm place to stay, thanks to a partnership with St. Jude's in Lewis.
We have showers here, and so they're able to take a shower, eat a hot meal at St. Jude's, and then they're bused here and sleep here. And then they have a bag that they can take with them for breakfast items.
Providing refuge for the homeless, one shelter at a time.
For those looking to use the shelter here, it will be open from 8 p.m. to 7 a.m. The church is looking for more volunteers to be able to expand on these services. I'm Tori Seagraves in Rehoboth Beach, Coast TV News.
And let's go ahead and take a live look outside into the Ocean City area. Our First Alert Chief Meteorologist, Paul Williams. He's on hand with what is some cold weather to look at.
Yeah, we have at least 3 more mornings where we're going to have to deal with that dangerously low temperature throughout the region. So much so that we're concerned about a light to a hard freeze, at least for the next couple of days in a row, for Thursday morning as well as going into Friday morning, and possibly even a light freeze for Saturday for those 3 consecutive days that we're concerned with at this point. Let me show you exactly why we're bringing that up. You see, 6:30 in the morning for Thursday, the wind chill factor will be at about 25 to 24 degrees throughout most inland areas. Now, that's for Thursday morning. We fast forward to our expectations for Friday morning. 27 Millsboro, Selbyville, Long Neck. It's going to feel like 27 to 29 degrees along the shore for Friday. Then there's Saturday, where we're still going to be in the 30s, low 30s, near freezing. Okay, so we're talking about 3 days or 3 mornings in a row. We're talking about freezing or below freezing conditions. But we do have some concern for it warming up into a possible storm over the weekend. We'll talk about that in the full forecast. Till then, back to you, Charlie.
Thank you, Paul. Delaware State Police confirmed there was an assault that took place on Ashland Drive in Milton this morning. The victim was airlifted to a hospital and the suspect is in custody. More details to come from the state police.
And Maryland State Police are investigating a deadly car crash in Worcester County. According to police, around 11:30 a.m., they responded to the westbound Route 50 area at the intersection of Caleb Road. A preliminary investigation showed that a gold 2014 Dodge minivan was traveling west on Route 50 when the Dodge, for unknown reasons, drifted off the road and hit a tree. Police say the driver was alone and died at the scene.
The commissioners of Rehoboth Beach are meeting this Friday to discuss parking topics initially presented during the parking department's end of summer report for 2023. During the meeting, commissioners are planning to discuss adjusting the parking citation time frame to appeal from 30 days to 7 days, decreasing the citation amount for angel and perpendicular parking, increasing the citation amount for parallel parking, and authorizing a one-time adjustment to the citation amount for certain violations of overtime parking.
The city of Rehoboth has more topics on Friday's agenda. Commissioners will consider awarding a contract to replace a well. They could also adopt a resolution to amend existing license agreements for outdoor dining areas in public spaces. The meeting starts at 2 p.m.
A detour is placed for drivers once again on Route 90 in Maryland for road work. Tomorrow, westbound traffic will be detoured to southbound Route 113 to westbound Route 50 in Berlin. The detour aims to facilitate paving work on Route 90 ramp onto the Route 50 westbound. The detour will be lifted by 1:30 p.m.
Tomorrow is the last day to file for candidacy for the Ellendale Municipal Town election. Eligible candidates need to file a certificate of intention to the Secretary of the Council no later than 5 p.m. The town says it's looking to fill 3 council seats for 2-year terms. The election is being held January 6th. The Delaware Department of Agriculture is expanding its seed laboratory services to assist producers. Starting January 2nd, the department says it will introduce new testing options. Alongside this expansion comes the first fee increases since 1999 due to the rising cost of testing. Notable additions here include more affordable tests for weed count and cold germination. In early 2024, the falling number test for cereal crops will be available at $50 per sample.
DENREC announced this week that 2 long-awaited projects in Sussex County will begin at the start of the new year.
As the owner of the Ocean View Marina, Tom Fowler relies on White Creek and the Assawoman Canal near Bethany Beach for business. Dredging had not been done along the White Creek in over 20 years and on the Assawoman Canal in nearly a decade. Now, after being delayed due to environmental concerns, It's finally happening.
I'm glad to see it, and I think everybody in the area is, and folks down in South Bethany and Fenwick, they'll be able to come through, Ocean City even, be able to come through fairly easy with the canal stretch.
Ocean View Marina is located directly on the Assawoman Canal, just a short distance away from White Creek. The low water conditions caused by sediment buildup on White Creek in the Assawoman Canal was hurting business.
A lot of folks on White Creek, they won't come up to the marina to get gas at low tide, just because it's just a little too shallow. High tide they'll come, but at low tide so that means there's times where during the week low tide's right in the middle of the day and nobody's going to come. So this will help.
Dredging of the Assawoman Canal and White Creek is anticipated to be complete by late winter or early spring. I'm meteorologist Alex Seymour in Ocean View, Coast TV News.
According to Delaware, an area 60 feet wide and over 12,000 feet long is to be dredged for White Creek. That is from the mouth of the creek at Indian River Bay to where the main channel splits into prongs near Betts Avenue in Ocean View. The eastern prong of White Creek was dredged over 2,000 feet last spring before the project was paused. During the pause, the western prong was dredged over 4,000 linear feet before the environmental window closed on the project in 2023.
Make sure to pull out your phones and scan our QR code for our First Alert weather app. You can download this app for free to get all the weather updates that you need, and you will see that QR code a little later again with Paul. And we're just getting started.
Calling all artists. Funding opportunities are available for art projects in Delaware. How you can apply for art grants.
And the breeze on the beach is about to become a bit more brisk, to say the least. I'll update you on the latest wind warnings, and this is how cold we were this morning. We're going to feel even colder than that tomorrow morning.
But first, a unique internship opens with Rehoboth Beach Police. How early experiences are shaping the future of law enforcement. We'll be back in 60 seconds.
Discover your future with Sussex Tech Adult Education. We offer registered apprenticeship and health profession programs and much more, which will prepare you for everything you need to succeed in your new career, providing hands-on experience with classes taught by professionals from every industry. Sussex Tech will assist our graduates in finding their new career opportunity. To learn more about how you can earn your professional credentials that can change your life, check out Sussex Tech Adult Education online.
Your future is waiting for you at Sussex Tech Adult Education.
Christmas is all about creating memories, decorating with loved ones, being together and enjoying family traditions, those magical moments we treasure for life. That's why, for more than 75 years, at Outen Brothers Home Furnishings, we've had the honor of furnishing your home, making a comfortable and special place to share those beautiful moments. May this Christmas season bring you closer to all those that you love. Have a very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year from Outen Brothers Home Furnishings in Salisbury.
This is Coast TV News at 6.
A decade-old internship is giving local high schoolers a first-hand experience with the Rehoboth Beach Police Department.
Live in Rehoboth Beach is Coast TV News reporter Elisa Weber. You were able to follow along on one of the intern shifts.
Mallory and Charlie, today I got to meet Benjamin Clifton and learn how this internship has grown his knowledge and passion for the field of law enforcement. I even got to take a ride in this police car with Benjamin and an officer.
Cape Henlopen senior Benjamin Clifton wasn't considering law enforcement as a future career, but an internship with Rehoboth Beach Police helped him find his calling.
No, I was really undecided all of last year. Had no idea what I wanted to do, but I knew that I wanted something not strictly on the desk all day, and something really that I wake up every day excited for.
Clifton says the internship helped him realize he enjoys giving back and helping others.
Service is the big thing about this job, is helping people in whatever way. That's the most important thing, because people need help in the community.
Clifton has learned everything from what goes on in the 911 control room to going through crime evidence to sitting in on ride-alongs. Clifton's supervisor, Lieutenant Sullivan, says programs like this one aim to show young people how important a career in law enforcement is.
Well, I think getting our youth of today, our young adults involved with police departments and kind of letting them see behind the scenes on what we do to run an organization, a police organization, is a positive thing and may help with some of the shortages nationwide.
Clifton encourages all students to sign up for internships, no matter the field, because it's the perfect way to help someone find their calling. Lieutenant Sullivan told me earlier that he will soon take Benjamin to other departments, both state and local, to get him more exposed to the field. In Rehoboth Beach, I'm Elisa Weber, Coast TV News.
As we take a look at our dog walking forecast, I want to let you know that the unyielding wind kicks up at the worst time, making a freezing day feel even colder. The details of just how cold it's going to feel for the next few mornings coming right up.
The Powerball jackpot is always a lot of money. Right now, it's a lot of money. Powerball is over $500 million.
That's a lot of money.
Please play responsibly.
The face of homelessness is changing. More and more, the people seeking food and shelter right here in our community are moms with children, whole families in need, and people in mental health crisis. But there is hope. Halo Ministry is making a difference, and you can help.
Halo has been the best way for you to help the homeless in our community because we offer more than a meal and a warm bed. We teach life skills and provide case management. We offer hope, the hope of Christ, and we put His commandments into action. And that's what really changes lives. Won't you help us do His work?
Visit haloministry.org right now and click the donate button.
Your end-of-year giving is vital to our mission. I always promise you I'll make every dollar count, and all of it stays local.
Your year-end gift can benefit everyone in our community. Thank you.
At Precision Exteriors, we use quality materials with excellent craftsmanship and unparalleled customer service. We do roofing, siding, gutters, and windows, and we offer financing, no interest, and no payments for 18 months. See all of our 5-star reviews.
Treated us fairly on price, did quality work, and I would go and do stuff again. We even recommend them to our parents. They were very happy as well.
Measure twice, cut once, and always do it with precision. Precision Exteriors.
20 years ago, Farmers Bank of Wheelers opened branches to serve Ocean City and West OC. Now, we're making it official with permanent locations to better serve our customers in Worcester County. While other banks are closing branches, we're banking on Ocean City's future. Sure, we have a world-class app, but sometimes there's no substitute for helpful, friendly people. Announcing our grand opening on 87th Street, North Ocean City, and coming in 2024, West OC on Route 611. Switch to the Farmers Bank of Wheelers, where people matter.
Coastal Delmarva has so much going on. Food, friends, fun, and more. Why don't we just show you?
Coast Life, weekdays at 4 on Coast TV.
There's a lot of cold to speak of, and we have to be concerned about some stormy weather going into the weekend. But for right now, I want you to go ahead and take the opportunity to scan the QR code in the corner of your screen, because a lot of things to keep up with, and you want to be able to see what's going on around your neighborhood at a moment's notice on your phone. Now, courtesy of our DryTech camera in Ocean City, we're holding at about 46 degrees, but it feels more like 30-something because the winds are out of the northwest at about 12 miles per hour. We're going to drop from 41 by 8 o'clock down to about 38 degrees at 10 o'clock with mostly clear skies. Now, the winds are going to be more than just a nuisance. They're going to be a problem, particularly if you're going to be close to the beach, because we have a small craft advisory that's now been reactivated for our area. Now, I bring this up because it's so cold, so a 25-mile-per-hour wind, with it being this cold, that combination makes for a very cold feel outside from Rehoboth Beach all the way down towards Chincoteague. Although we're not necessarily concerned about adverse weather just yet, we have a trough that's getting ready to move into our general area. It may bring a few clouds our way initially, but it's not until we get to, let's say, Sunday, Monday, where we're concerned about a round of stormy weather. It's 43 degrees currently in Millsboro, as well as Indian River Inlet, and a couple of degrees cooler than that in Selbyville. The cool spot right now, though, is Seaford, holding at 38 degrees. As far as what it feels like, pretty close to the numbers at this point, because the winds aren't too active as of right now. Out of the northwest, we have gusts pushing at about 3 to 12 miles per hour, so it's not so bad. But what do you need to wear? Everything but the kitchen sink is what I'd say. That's the short answer. But you're going to need your winter coat for tomorrow morning. And believe it or not, your sunglasses, because it's going to be so bright and cold simultaneously. Thursday morning, the winds are pouring out of the north. 31 degrees in Milton, Milford, Georgetown as an example, and a few scattered clouds. The skies will open for sunshine in the afternoon, so we'll warm to 42 degrees. That's about it. That's about as good as it gets. It's going to feel like 42 if we're lucky, because the winds will make it feel not so warm or cozy and fuzzy, 34 for Friday morning, and then for Friday afternoon, it gets better because we will go into the 50s by Friday afternoon, going into Friday evening. As far as what it will feel like with the wind chill factor, you see Thursday morning, it's going to feel like 24 degrees. Friday morning, it's going to feel like 26 to 27 degrees. Saturday morning, it's going to feel like 29 to 30 degrees. So there's cold to share everywhere. Now let's talk about that potential of stormy weather. We're fast forwarding to our long-range model here Sunday. Now let's take note of something real quick. You see we have this circulation here with this low-pressure system. It's kind of developing almost nor'easter-like characteristics as we're keeping a close eye on it. Sunday in the evening, we'll see rain beginning in our neck of the woods. That storm system is going to lift to the north and bring some intense cells our way going into early Monday morning before it pans out. We'll keep a close eye on that. So as you take a look at your extended forecast, keep in mind we're watching Sunday, particularly going into all of Monday.
Thank you, Paul. The Delaware Division of the Arts is now accepting applications for grants related to arts programming and projects scheduled for fiscal year 2025. Applications are online. The deadline is 4:30 p.m. March 1st. Guidelines for all grant programs are accessible online.
We just love decorating for the holidays and seeing your homes. Take a look at your screen. We've got a great holiday house from Cassie and Rob Rickards from Millsboro. Thanks for sharing, gang. I love what you're doing there with the tree. It's very festive. You can send us your pictures and videos to coasttvnews.com/holidayhouse.
And since the holiday season is here, that means our Bless Our Children campaign is in full swing. Already we have collected more than $196,000 to help provide Christmas for children who otherwise might go without. But as we all know, this year is creating hardship for many more people, and the need for help will be even larger. So here's a look at some people who have already donated.
What a showing from you guys in the community for the Bless Our Children campaign. This year we have a new card in here from the family of Jean Jane Christopher Crazon out of Milton, Delaware. We really appreciate this card. It's going to make it up on our tree here. And if you want to donate or send into a card, you can go to blessourchildren.org. Don't forget to tune into Coast TV News for Sunday Night Football, and this one I think our viewers are going to like. The Baltimore Ravens, the Jacksonville Jaguars coverage. It starts at 7 p.m. and then we're going to have your hyper-local broadcast right after the game.
The Delmarva Sports Network from the Wawa Studios.
Good evening, sports fans. In our game of the night, Polytech Wrestling is facing Sussex Central. This is the first Henlopen match of the season for these squads. Sussex Central Wrestling was ranked #1 in the Delaware preseason rankings. The Golden Knights are bringing back two-time state champion Malachi Stratton, who's ranked nationally by Win Magazine. On the other side, Polytech is extremely young with only 2 seniors in their lineup, and they're looking to get a lot of experience tonight. Check out this match live on DSN at 7 p.m. To boys hoops in Maryland, Parkside is taking on Bennett. Last season, the Clippers defeated Parkside in both matchups. Tonight, Parkside enters with a 2-2 record. In their last contest, Parkside knocked off Mardella by 32 points. On the flip side, JMB comes in at 2-1. The Clippers started off with a 25-point win over Queen Anne's. In Game 2, they fell to Stephen Decatur. Then Bennett knocked off Mardella on Monday. We'll have highlights from this game on the final score at 10:30 p.m. And make sure to download our free DSN app. You can open your camera on your smartphone to scan the QR code on your screen now, and then you'll have access to 24/7 local sports content. That'll do it for sports. Have a great night.
NBC Nightly News, weeknights at 6:30 on Coast TV.
When choosing windows and doors for your home, at Pella, it's your choice. We manufacture maintenance-free vinyl, fiberglass, and wood-clad windows and patio doors, all with lifetime warranties. High performance, energy efficient, and loaded with options to help make your house your home. Industry first features and benefits make living easier and increase your home's value. Visit our Experience Center or call us today to schedule your free in-home consultation where we bring the showroom to you.
Delmarva's Holiday House is brought to you by Bay to Beach Builders.
It's Boscov's greatest holiday sale. Saturday only, December 16th. Shop Boscov's and receive a free non-stick cookie sheet with any $10 purchase. Register to win a Novastar tennis bracelet or a Dooney & Burke handbag and matching wallet. Enjoy free cookie samples and hot chocolate. $2.99 for solid and jacquard pashmina style shawls. And 60% off holiday decor and florals. The greatest holiday sale with lowest prices guaranteed at all Boscov's.
Thank you for calling Coastal Comfort.
This is a complimentary call. A couple of years ago, I had my heat pumps replaced. Last night, I noticed one of them wasn't working right. Somebody was out here within a couple of hours, and it's working perfectly. I was in the service industry for 33 years. Good service is something you can't find today. It very much is appreciated. Your crew is a good crew. Really fine people are professional and they're efficient.
Coastal Comfort, a Carrier factory authorized dealer.
Carrier, turn to the experts.
From the court to your living room, catch the dribbles and the buzzer beaters. High school basketball lives here on Delmarva Sports Network. Local teams, big dreams.
Feel the magic of the season as you wander your way through an immersive winter wonderland at Ocean City, Maryland's Winterfest of Lights. Let imagination flourish at Northside Park with thousands of twinkling lights and larger-than-life animated Christmas scenes. Sip hot chocolate, snap a photo with Santa, and enjoy the array of holiday exhibits under the illuminating holiday lights. Find your magic at Winterfest of Lights, an Ocean City, Maryland family tradition. Open November 16th through December 31st. Get tickets at oceocean.com or Northside Park.
WRDE First Alert Weather, brought to you by Ocean City, Maryland.
Take a look at your Coast TV exclusive 10-day forecast. Okay, I'm sticking to my guns on Thursday. Thursday is the coldest day, hands down, okay? We're 10 degrees warmer by Friday. Saturday warmer. Sunday the rain begins, but Monday's the day that we're going to have to keep a close eye on because I think we're going to have some ugly weather with some very gusty winds on Monday. We may soon be declaring a first alert day for Monday. Keep that in mind as you're examining your exclusive 10-day.
Thanks for joining us here for Coast TV News at 6.
For more news and local weather, download our Coast TV News app.
The NBC Nightly News is up next.
And we're going to see you later tonight for Coast TV News at 11. Have a great evening.